Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another speed build. First of all, I'm sorry about my voice, if you can hear it or not. I'm a little bit sick, so it's a bit different, so I'm sorry about that. I really need to get this voiceover done, and so yeah, I'm sorry if my voice like randomly gives out in the middle of a sentence, because that can happen. So I'm just warning you in advance. So back to the build. So I am building a base game and eco lifestyle only home for the Tinker family, which is for a collaboration project that was put together by Sophie Sims, Plummy Sims, and Simmer Kai, and they put together a huge project, and we are rebuilding all of the worlds that we got so far, with only the pack that the world came in and the base game. So we were able to choose from everything that we have: base game worlds, all of the worlds that came with the packs, both expansion packs, game packs, everything. And I have actually two lots. So this is the first one, that's the Tinker lot, which is the Porlock Manor lot in Evergreen Harbor. So I am remaking this lot for the Tinkers. So that's Tina Tinker, her wife, and their daughter. So I made sure that everyone has the space they need. I really wanted to go for something a little bit not traditional. So this is like a very modern, very cool looking house, I think. So I used these like roof pieces to create this effect of like covered, not covered, but like space that is closed. And this is like, one side is where this outdoor seating is, and the other side is where like the office and bedroom are gonna be. So this is built on a 30 by 20 in Evergreen Harbor. It comes in at 106,771 simoleons, so it's not very cheap, but it's one of the towny families, so I guess you just, I don't know, cheat the money maybe. And as I said, it's only base game and eco lifestyle. So if you only have those two packs, or if maybe eco lifestyle is one of the packs you really like, you are going to be able to place this in your game, and I am so excited. I've spoken before about it on my channel that I am a big fan of restricted builds, but I really like the combo of base game and eco lifestyle, because eco lifestyle is one of my favorite packs, and I absolutely love the items that came with it. So it was a no-brainer when I was choosing the lot for the collab. So I think this was actually the first lot that I chose. The second lot that I chose is going to be, we'll see that next week, and it came with Discover University. So what am I even saying? Anyway, I picked a lot in Rochester, and I built one of the student housing, like the towers in, I don't, like, is it Foxbury? Is Foxbury the modern part of, I feel like it is. So anyway, I rebuilt one of the tower student housing, so you can expect that. That's again only Discover University and base game, so that's again pretty cool. But yeah, as I said, I do build restricted builds sometimes. It's been a while since I've done one, I know, but I knew that I had these coming, so I didn't really do any more in the past couple of weeks, because I finished these over the Christmas period. I feel like I was really, when it comes to collaborations, I'm always nervous to forget or to miss a deadline. So I always, if I have the time obviously, I always start very early. And also, I kind of unintentionally switched the dates. So for some reason, I thought that this was supposed to come out like a month ago. So not on the 5th of March, but the 5th of February. So that was also one of the reasons why I had them done so early. Because I was nervous, and because I cannot do calendars, apparently. Anyway, so I am adding this like selling space, because I thought, or like selling table or whatever, I have no idea how it works, just to, you know, let you know. But I you know, since Tina is like a big maker, she loves making stuff, I thought that it would be like a really nice idea to give her a place to sell those stuff on the lot. I have no clue if it's gonna work from the perspective of a gameplay, but I thought it would be like a really nice idea that, you know, people could actually come up to the house and, you know, buy whatever whatever Tina are selling. So I don't know, is that doable or not? Yeah, whatever. I just really thought it was like a nice touch, and it kind of added to the idea of the color scheme, because I am kind of going for a little bit of a yellow vibe, apart from like the colors that we have on the outside, and yeah, so that's kind of worked for that. The color scheme that you see on the exterior now is going to change a little bit. I initially wanted to use the shipping container wallpaper, but I think I ended up going for the paneling that came with Eco Lifestyle, and also the roof right now is green, but because there is so much green around the house and also, you know, on like the lot itself, I decided to go for the roof that again came with Eco Lifestyle, which is like the roof texture that gives you electricity, I feel like. So that's what I went for in the end. Yeah, I did that off camera so you can see the change, but I still kind of wanted to add a lot of kind of like a fun element when it came to the exterior, so I used this like orangey tone of the roof, and I really like that. So here we are working on this covered kind of patio area, which I absolutely love. I mean, it's not very I don't know, you know, people passing on the street can actually see inside, like here, and also inside your house, because there are big like French windows here, but you know, it's The Sims, we don't really care, do we? So I made sure to add some seating, some like barbecue, and there's also going to be, I think, a couch, and I'm not sure if I added any scalability items. I think I don't. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. Yeah. Because I only have base game and the sorry, Eco Lifestyle pack, I had to use those obviously. So I used the counters that are kind of industrial looking, which I thought kind of fit in with the like not necessarily grungy, but with like the very eclectic style that the pack has. It's like a very eco-friendly style, so things that you maybe found and repurposed, you rebuild, maybe you took planks from some like wood that you found and you made a couch from them. So I felt like these counters kind of really nicely fit with the vibe of the pack itself. And I also wanted to use this arch thing in here to, I don't know, I really like the item, so I really wanted to use it, and I thought it was like a really nice detail to elevate this like selling idea, not selling idea, the selling station. And so yeah, I was in the end really excited to work on this, even though as I said, I don't really like to limit myself this much. I do, you know, restricted pack builds, but usually with like a bigger amount of packs, if you know what I mean. So I do like limit myself to a couple of expansion packs, couple of game packs, and some like stuff packs and kits, but I don't usually limit myself this much when it comes to the packs, like only one and base game. But it was kind of fun. I know that Simmery, she has a challenge, not challenge, but she only builds like one pack series, I believe it's called, and she only builds with like base game and one pack, which I thought was like a really nice, you know, I like the series, like I like watching it, but I didn't know it could be so much fun, you know, to actually work on these things. So yeah, it was kind of fun. I might kind of continue with this. I have so many plans for the future, to be honest. I have so I have a Notion template, you know, where I keep track of like my builds, what I want to build, what I want to do, dates, things like that. And I kid you not, I have ideas for builds, like inspiration pictures, written all the way till the beginning of June, I believe. Because I don't know, I get so many ideas these days. It's ridiculous. I get ideas like from everything, really. I scroll through Pinterest. Oh, this is lovely. I save it and then I put it into my schedule because I want to build this. So yes, I have a very extensive list of things that inspire me and things that I want to build. So I hope you're excited because it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm a sucker for planning and I love to have things planned in advance. And yeah, so that's what I'm doing, planning very much ahead because it's what I do. I can't help it. I like to know what I'm getting myself into and I like to plan ahead. So yeah, I have a couple of really cool ideas, really cool stuff planned. I am coming back to my Not So Berry challenge houses. I did 2 last year and I kind of, and I wouldn't say I got bored, but I didn't have inspiration to continue because I was struggling with the yellow house, with the Generation 3 house, which is for an astronaut, and it's yellow. And because one of the criteria for the challenge is that you need to go to the secret lots in Oasis Springs, I was like, I should probably build it on Oasis Springs. But I was like, I don't really like the lots there. And because it's yellow, if you build I'm sorry, I can't speak. If you build it on the sand, the yellow is going to get like really lost and it's not going to look very good. So that's why in the end, I think that's kind of where I ended because I did build one in last year in Oasis Springs, which was kind of for the yellow generation, but I hated it. I like genuinely hated it so much. So I was like, okay, we'll see. Maybe I'll come back to it. And I stumbled upon a pic. No. It was not a picture. I was inspired by one of the roof details or like roof textures that came with werewolves, which is very colorful. There's like pink, yellow, like mint, and I was like, oh yeah, this is what I'm using for the house. And I got incredibly excited and I love the result. You get that in a couple of weeks, I believe. But yeah, that kind of sparked my interest in the challenge again, and I really can't wait to continue. Yeah, back to this build. So this is like a very small, formal dining space. I should have playtested the build for the collab, but I haven't. So please don't tell the people responsible for this. I am lazy. I hate playtesting. I genuinely do. So I didn't playtest this build, which I know is bad, considering I am supposed to test it. But I really didn't. But there is a perfectly usable dining space here and also outside, so you don't really need the dining space in like the sunroom. Yeah, I really love this like kitchen living room area, which is really fun. It's like a very dark, but the brown and the blacks and the yellows look really good together. And yeah, as I said, I'm not a huge fan of like this limited packs when it comes to building, but with the Eco Lifestyle pack, it's just so easy. And especially because it goes so well with the like industrial looking items from base game, it looks phenomenal and I love it so much. I finally also didn't forget to use the items from Eco Lifestyle there in the debug menu, which is like the couch in the living room, I believe, and also the light, also the standing light in that pack as well. So I don't know what I'm saying. So yeah, I was really happy that I got to use them again because it's been a while, because I always forget that there's stuff in the debug menu, like the stuff from Eco Lifestyle, or also some of the stuff from Nifty Knitting, like the hanging planters. I always forget about them, so I was really happy that I got to use them. I initially cluttered this counter, but then I realized that I probably should have left one like open, and because there was this like shelving unit on this counter, I was like, maybe I should leave that other one empty. So that is the counter that your Sims should be able to cook on, because I believe I also put some clutter on the like island piece where the sink is. I'm sorry about my voice. I had to stop the recording twice already because I had the urge to cough. So yeah, it's not going great. I'm just adding some clutter to the fridge and like the shelves on top of it. I think that's like one of the main issues that I have with building only with like some packs. I love the clutter, and the clutter is limited in the base game and like only one pack. So I think that's where I put most of my packs to build, like in general, because sometimes when I build a house, there is usually like maybe 3-4 packs that are really heavily used in the build, but then a lot of the packs are just, you know, the clutter pieces that I used. So it's not necessarily like vital that you have those packs if you want to use the house, but you obviously can't know that. I mean, you can go through the items that are in the house. It shows you kind of which packs are used like in the build, and you can kind of filter out the pack and see what items were used from the pack, so you can kind of see what I used from what pack and kind of decide if sorry, you can decide if you can actually download the build, because the stuff that I used from that pack is maybe only like clutter in some small pieces, because that is very much probable. I usually use, again, like a couple of packs max for like the actual furniture that you need for gameplay, but like rest of the packs is usually just one item or some clutter and so on. So yeah. We just finished the small bathroom. There is one more upstairs, which is like very tiny. It's like 3x1, which is in the bedroom for the daughter of the Tingers family. I'm sorry, I didn't do any research. I did do research when I was building this about the family, but I don't remember the names apart from Tina's name. So I'm sorry, but I'm too lazy to look it up. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am sick. I am not feeling great today, so I just decided that I'm gonna be honest with you and tell you that I'm lazy to look up the name and look up the names. Anyway, I used the bathroom set that came with Eco Lifestyle, obviously, because I can't really use anything else. But I don't use it very often because it's very specific, very modern, even futuristic looking. But I really like it here. I used like a red-black swatch, and I really, really like it. It fits perfectly, obviously, with the style because I used the pack that it came with. But I really like how the bathrooms turned out. Yeah, so I'm just finishing up the kind of entrance area, and we are going to move on to this. So I split this bump out to 2 rooms. This one is the master bedroom. The other one is going to be the office for the parents. I believe Tina is a maker, so I put the fabricator in there, and her wife, I believe, is an author, so I put a table there. In the speed build, I forgot about the laptop, but I promise I've added it to the build before I uploaded it to the gallery. So I did add it into the build. So it just isn't in the speed build because I really wanted to make sure I added a computer because she needs something to write on because she is a writer. That's what I remember. I don't remember her name, but I know that she is a writer. So I wanted to make sure that I have that I added a computer. I kind of struggled a little bit with decorating the walls because there were so little windows since, you know, there was the roof pieces. So I think I just added some paneling and some paintings. Yeah, paintings. So I'm just gonna finish up this office. And then we're gonna move on to the upstairs, which is where the bedroom for the kid is. So the way I did the layout, that's kind of how it worked. So the upstairs of the like container part of this house is where the daughter has her bedroom. So the space is completely hers. She also has access to the roof kind of terrace. So I kind of placed some like toys and things like that. So here is the fabricator. I also added some decorations, a chair, some greenery. Yeah, it's very kind of simple and basic, but this is where Tina can use the fabricator and her wife can write her, I don't know, novels, whatever you can write. I feel like that's where you can write. You can write novels, or you can write poems. Yeah, I'm just finishing up adding some decorations. Made sure to add some curtains, yellow of course, because that was kind of the vibe I was going for. And this is the bedroom. I really love the bedroom, considering I only used 2 packs for this, or not 2 packs, 1 pack and a base game. I really love how it turned out. The like yellow white kind of combo of the wall. I kind of placed this bed here because I had like this really weird bump out with the window that I placed, because I really wanted to keep it here. So there was like this really weird bump out, but I placed some like skill builder items. There is the like craft table, there's an easel. So I really thought that the daughter is really artistic. So she loves you know, painting and playing with toys, maybe storytelling. She's really creative. I felt like I don't know anything about her from like the game perspective, but that's what I had in mind. So I really thought that the yellow kind of wallpaper, yellow white wallpaper, really looked nice with these star curtains. I don't think I've ever used them before, but they looked really cute. Oh, I got rid of the yellow. I used pink paneling. Sorry about that. As I said, I finished this like 3 months ago, so I don't remember that much anymore. I also added some clutter, so I went with pink apparently here, and some vinyls and things like that. And that's almost it for today's video. So if you want to download this book and get it on the gallery, my ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get the tray files in the description box below. As always, I'm also gonna link some information about the collab as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through